Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today we are making a wig and I'm really excited about it because we're using the Janet Collection wig kits. Starting with the DIY wig kit, you get your glue in case you want to glue your tracks in, your curved needles and T-pins, thread, a table stand, a cap with adjustable straps and combs, some clips, and your canvas block. Mine is a 22-inch circumference and you have your little hole to put on top of your stand. Then we have the easy DIY customized wig kit. Now it is very similar to the first kit except it has the hair, you guys, the bundles and the frontal. It also includes some oil, Rose Aroma Therapy Oil, and the Esha Absolute. Now onto the frontal and bundles. This is how the frontal looks. This is a 12-inch, I believe. And then the bundles, you get 14, 16, and 18, all of body weight. I'm just showing you right now, running my fingers through. And the hair is super soft, no tangles, didn't have any shedding. Then I moved on to washing the hair. I ran some warm water, a few drops of shampoo, dipped the hair in, rinsed it out, and then I went on to condition the hair. Any shampoo conditioner you choose is fine. I let the conditioner sit and then I moved on to bleaching the knots. I'm using quick white bleach and a 30 volume developer to bleach the knots. I was really interested to see how the hair would take to the bleach because this was my first time with this specific hair. As far as how long I let the bleach sit though, I think it was like 40 minutes just because the knots were very stubborn. The front was good, that bleached no problem. The back and the middle, not so much. It really didn't take to the bleach at all. So I went ahead and rinsed it out and I'm showing you the aftermath of what happened with the knots. The front did pretty well and I'm going to show you where some bleach got on the hairline, which really isn't that big of a deal. But it is good to know that the hair can take to bleach. I'm using my purple shampoo on the front of the frontal just because it doesn't make sense to put it all over when the knots didn't bleach there. And I'm also going to make sure I get the part where the bleach got on the hair to tone that back down. I washed out the conditioner and took off the wrap that was holding the bundle together. Laid the hair out to dry. Now we're moving on to plucking. I didn't want to do a lot on the sides. Well, no, I couldn't really do a lot on the sides because of how this frontal is made. The sides have like an inch or maybe half an inch of hair, and if I plucked back too far they would just, like, you would see the tracks. And so I just did a little bit, very minimal. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about, just enough so that it can look realistic. Now I'm showing you how you would set up your table stand, and it's pretty simple. I started out using these stands, so they're very convenient. This part that I am unwinding is how you would adjust the width to fit onto your table. I did not use the stand because it would be hard for me to film the video, but you see where my finger is. That is where the edge of the table would be, and you would adjust it to your liking. And of course this part will go into the hole. But like I said, I was using my floor stand because I can't film the video if it's on the table. And the wig cap I chose to use is the one that came in the box with the hair because it didn't have combs and it looked a little bit more sturdy. This is the front of the canvas block, which would be our face, and this is the back. So we're going to put the cap on, get it into place, and pin down the back so it doesn't move and it can fit our head properly when we take it off. It has these weird little flaps. I don't know why the wig cap was made like that, but this is the right way to put it on. And I'm showing you the band because I'm going to tell you something about it a little bit later. This is how the frontal looks. As you can see, it doesn't have anything to sew on. It's not like a traditional frontal, so I really struggle with getting this thing on. When you do sew down frontals, you should always pull it down 3 or 4 inches so that it does fit when you take it off of the canvas head. Now in the front, there's no problem with that. I pinned down the back, no problems. The problem came on the sides because there's not that much hair to pull 3 or 4 inches forward, because if you do, there will be a big empty gap of space with just net. So sewing this frontal down, trying to figure out how to do it, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while. Now if you've never made a frontal wig, this would be perfect for you because you won't know any other way to do it. But for me, I struggled because I really wanted to do it good and I wanted it to fit my head afterwards. So the material on top of the elastic band, because you don't want to sew through that elastic band, make sure you check out my how to make a wig video because it's very detailed, beginner friendly, and I don't want to be repetitive. But yeah, I did struggle with trying to sew on top of the material that's on the band instead of through the band. After I finished sewing down the frontal, I sewed down all 3 bundles, which I do show in my detailed how to make a wig video. But now we're going to move on to styling it, which is the best part because it means we are almost done. So after the wig is made, you want to cut out the extra material that you don't need because it's just going to make the wig fit better. If you leave it, it's not going to fit as good. And this is how the wig is looking. We're going to smooth out the edges with the Kira wax stick and the hot comb. I decided to use the Got To Be spray instead of the Esha Absolute Bond just because I know the spray isn't gonna last that long and I'm coming up on a wash day soon, so I don't need a super long hold. The rest is pretty much self-explanatory, so I'm not going to spend time blabbing about it, but I want to talk about both of these kits really quick. I think these were made very, very well. If you've never made a wig before and you're itching to, you don't know where to start, how to start, what you need, what you don't need, they literally have everything made for you. So it takes a lot of the stress out of it. I can honestly say I would rather spend money on this kit that has everything I need, and maybe it doesn't fit, maybe the hair isn't to my liking, than to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on hair, buying everything you need individually, which will add up. I think they did a really good job. Like, I've never seen anything like this. I was super excited to try it. I can't say anything bad about either of these kits. Looking through the eyes of a beginner, it's beautifully made. Now personally, there are things I would change. Like the way the frontal is made, I really didn't like that. I also would like more hair on the bundles, but I get why they did it. Plus, the hair was beautiful. Like, the hair, I ain't had no problems with the hair. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I did love my overall finished look. The lace is beautiful. It melted into my skin really nice. The color as well. I am going to leave the links to the kits that I could find in my description. There aren't many links that I personally found because I think it is sold more in the beauty supplies, but make sure you check out those links anyway if you're interested in either of these kits. This is my finished look. I'm running my fingers through it. It's beautiful, it's soft, it's flowy. It blends really good to be so light in density. I really love both of these kits, and I hope that if you get them that you love them as well. You're ready to take pictures and go on about your way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.